Day 1, I should check out the address Pan gave me, Muse's Hideaway. Interesting that it takes away the pin for my apartment. I thought it would at least keep the other locations there even if you couldn't go to them. Go! Ooh, she lives in a nice little high-rise. How'd I get in?
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign.
That's a very bad sign. Oh man, it is swishing here. Look at that light. God, she plays a lot of instruments.
This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here.
Right?
I better have a look around.
I mean, at least it's nice to know that there's no one here. Look at the guitar, light, elegant painting, Warhol painting, drums, Elvis picture, harp, instrument. Do I get to go through all of them? I don't know. The light's pretty, but I don't think it's relevant.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
Why is there guitar, drums, harp, and then instrument? That's so vague.
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
I'm not getting very far. Yeah, that one. It caught my eye. Is it a self-portrait?
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
Well, we're not getting very far. I guess we'll just look at all the things.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
I don't know, man. But we're not really doing a good job of looking at anything. The weird thing is when I click here, my cursor goes to the top left of the screen. It's weird.
Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew.
I think Andy Warhol's paintings are terrible, so whatever. Drums.
Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new Muse? Is that even okay to ask?
Look, I was wondering when she walked in, I was like, so if no one lives here anymore, what happens to the stuff? Can you just take it? Elvis picture.
I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse, or...
She probably was. Oh, now I can go upstairs if I want. We'll finish with the harp, I guess.
Giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
I mean, it seems thematically appropriate.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs?
Just be careful. You don't know who or what's going to jump out at you, Grace.
Oh man. Keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
Oh shit, hi.
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9.
Hi. Why are you here?
Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their eidolon. Take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
Was that a picture of you and your sister? Or if you say that everything they got about you is wrong, is Artemis not your sister and she's your lover? I don't know where we're going with this. You scared me. What are you doing here?
What are you doing? Sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Commiserating?
Preparing your villainous monologue?
Mourning?
I'm grieving.
Oh, that's Calliope. Okay.
If I may ask.
I'm sorry, the lack of makeup.
How did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
Pan. You're not just here to grieve, if only. Oh, if only. Ben told me.
Pan told me about it. I was hoping I could find something, some clue about what happened.
You've already met Pan? How odd.
What does that
Well,
mean?
at least he lifted a finger to help me. For his own gain, maybe, but it's better than nothing.
I honestly wish I could help you, Grace.
Why can't you?
You and Calliope both
Can you explain why?
deserved better.
Why can't you help me?
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do.
Why?
You have to know more than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible?
Why?
I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding
May I
that fate.
keep asking why? It's such a non-answer. I asked a question and he avoided it, but not actually answering the question.
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
That is disturbing. But I guess you're not here to find the killer then.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Lovely. Sorry, it only just hit me. I just played a game with Troy Baker, and I'm playing another game with Troy Baker. That's quite entertaining. Can you tell me about Calliope?
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
Honest?
She was
Earnest?
a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Very
Troubled?
troubled.
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay. Why'd you speak up for me?
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
Tell me why.
So you won't answer my questions. You're sitting here in the dark. You say you're mourning Calliope.
What are you insinuating?
I don't know you. For all I know, you could be the killer. You came to get rid of evidence, maybe, or you knew I was coming and you're here to throw me off.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? The only thing you've said is that I don't want your help, but that's ridiculous?
Agreed. Give me answers, bro. Be specific. Specificity. It's great. You should try it sometime.
I can't do this.
I'm not going anywhere.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not leaving until you give me something. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't literally life or death. But I need to know what the problem is.
Oh, here we go. Tell me your secrets.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
But you know you want to.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Calliope, what was she to you?
Years, thousands of years, we walked side by side. She tried, said there's other paths. and walk the same, never the same.
Interesting.
I have roads I like, smooth, paved in stone. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change.
Seems to be going all the green. I'm sorry.
She never came.
Seems appropriate.
Years, thousands of years, and now you're left behind. Your mind still hears her say, break from the same, never the same. Listen to her, break from the same, never the same.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Then let's see.
Tell me if it's too hard.
Compassion.
If I pushed you too far, just say.
It's okay. She's gone. Can't be the same. Never the same. That hidden voice, it'll always play on a loop. It'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do. Something new.
That's my favorite song so far.
Very well,
I like that
I'll
one.
help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
I don't know if it's going to be what I do going forward, going with the green options, but for Polo at least, and what I needed from him and his emotional state, it seemed like the compassionate response was the way to go. I mean, you can probably get victory out of all of them. I don't know, but just it seemed like that would have been a better way to appeal to him.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
Can you explain why?
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly. This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen.
And knowing you can do
To
nothing
know
about it.
a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
Huh. That's one way of looking at it. Okay. So how does that work?
What? That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole.
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
I'd say that's most prophecies, but okay. How is it about? Can you help me another way?
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay. Following where you lead? Where are we going? Who are we meeting?
This is where you live?
Well, he wasn't kidding about it being messy.
Yes, sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
Do you not have any friends? Idle's rich. It's fine. No kidding.
This really explains why you didn't notice anything at Calliope's apartment.
Hey, speaking of which, we just left without investigating. We didn't look at any of the documents on the space. We didn't look for any clues, anything hidden in the closet. We just did absolutely nothing. We just left. Grace, what kind of investigation are you running? Seems a bit ramshackle to me.
Don't hold back on my account, Grace.
Sorry. I knew it would be a bit
You
too sharp.
said I'm here to meet someone?
Yes.
I want a sharp response.
Do you know what an oracle is?
So you have prophecy, but you can't tell me prophecy because what you say will happen will happen. But how is an oracle any different?
Someone who tells the future?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess.
So you mean insight, but no definites.
There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
They're like a better intermediary.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
There is.
Hi. How are you?
What?
Wow, she
I've brought
sounds
someone to see you.
delightful. Hi.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie.
I could do with a magic
Is that
fortune
what Paul
cookie.
told you? Oracle's my handle.
Paul.
And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Then why are you living in his home? Are you sure?
You know what Apollo is, right?
Oh, I know what Paul says he is. Just because someone says they can fly does not make them the Tooth Fairy. Look,
Okay.
I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
Okay.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Don't get your abs in a twist.
He has very lovely abs.
Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
Oh, you don't even want to begin to know what's in my mind. You live here.
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
Why are you so disparaging of Apollo then? If you're literally here at the grace of his will.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
And see the way he talks. I thought maybe he was a creep at first, but nah, Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
Just because you don't believe that he is a god of Greek origins doesn't mean that you can't call him by his designated name. That's strange and kind of offensive and rude. How well do you know Apollo?
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
Incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sad?
I thought that was just because Calliope was dead. Do you mean he's always been like this?
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Grace, surely this is not what you came for.
No, but it's entertaining nonetheless. This is fun.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
Well, it's hardly productive, is it?
See, there you go again.
Get a room. A different room.
It was amusing, all right.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
Can you find
The
Calliope?
parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
Wait, you're running off
I
Wi-Fi?
don't know what that is.
As a hacker.
It's the 21st century, Paul.
That's really
and your
unfortunate.
21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
Yeah, you heathen? You savage Apollo?
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
No last name, just a
Oh,
registered address.
The lady from that apartment I sent Paul to.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Ah.
I'll be checking that out.
That does explain how he got the address, because he said he'd never been there before.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learn to use a computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Core
Oh.
Enterprises.
Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Is that a surprise?
You weren't expecting that?
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly.
Oh.
Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment.
Well, maybe it wasn't given.
The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
She didn't exactly seem ecstatic to meet me. Will there be trouble?
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Can you come with me? I need to meet
Persephone
you.
is rarely happy to see anyone.
Why? Does she have a club?
Great!
But
We're
why?
all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah,
He's
sure,
so
will
sweet.
do. Leave a tip on your way out.
He's so wholesome. If he turns out to be the killer, so be it. Are you coming with me, Apollo? Please don't make me go by myself. It still looks like a club card. Time to confront Persephone at her nightclub. Yep, that's exactly what it was. And it's called Underworld. Of course it is.